Welcome to Card of Destiny. I'm Pandora. If this video found you, it means it's meant for you to hear. This is a message for you. Today, we'll explore your relationship, how you and your partner see and feel about each other, the current dynamics, and what the future may hold. If you enjoy my readings, please subscribe and share. Your support means the world to me. Let's begin your reading. You, the person who is watching Prince of Wands upright. There's a fire in you that refuses to be tamed. Right now you are pulsing with vibrant, restless energy, perhaps even more than you know what to do with. The Prince of Wands shows that you are someone who thrives on motion, challenge, excitement, and discovery, especially when it comes to relationships. You are someone who doesn't shy away from intensity. In fact, you crave depth and connection that makes you feel alive. But sometimes that fiery momentum can make you leap before you look. You may be at a stage in your relationship or life where you feel called to push forward, to do something about the feelings you're holding. There's a part of you that's ready to chase after something meaningful, to take a bold step, or to break out of a static cycle. And yet, as much as you're moving forward, there's also a sense of inner conflict brewing. Are you pushing this connection forward out of inspiration or desperation? Are you following your passion or running from stillness? Your nature is full of light and ambition, but there may also be impatience creeping into your emotional sphere. You want answers. You want clarity. You want a signal that your energy is being matched, your intentions seen, and your heart appreciated. When that doesn't come quickly or clearly, it can frustrate the part of you that moves fast and feels deeply. Spirit is asking you to balance this bold fire with the grace of patience. The Prince of Wands is powerful, but he must learn to listen before charging ahead. This is your reminder, your worth is not proven by doing more or chasing harder. Sometimes true strength lies in standing still, staying grounded, and allowing the answers to come to you. Your partner, the Fool, reversed. Your partner is currently in a state of uncertainty and perhaps emotional immaturity. The Fool reversed speaks of someone who may be acting impulsively or avoiding responsibility, even if they are doing so with a light-hearted or seemingly innocent demeanor. This doesn't make them a bad person, but it does suggest that they might be navigating this connection with fear disguised as freedom. They could be afraid of committing fully, or scared to look deeply into the emotional undercurrents of your bond. There's a resistance to stepping forward in a grounded, clear way. The reversed Fool often mirrors someone who is unanchored, possibly even naive, and unsure of how to emotionally support another person. If they've been giving mixed signals, pulling back just as things get serious or shifting gears when vulnerability arises, this card explains why. They may not have the emotional tools or the desire right now to explore the depths you're asking for. That doesn't mean they don't care. In fact, they likely feel a genuine connection. But they're struggling to take it seriously in a sustained way. They might fear losing their freedom, or they might carry unresolved wounds from the past that make them avoid feeling trapped. The problem is their avoidance doesn't just hurt them, it leaves you confused, craving more, wondering if you're imagining the disconnection. This person is on a soul journey of emotional awakening, but they are not quite there yet. And while that doesn't mean you have to walk away, it does mean you'll need to be honest with yourself about how much waiting you're willing to do. If you are always chasing while they are always running, the balance will never shift. They must want to meet you halfway on their own. Current situation: Four of Cups upright. This card is the emotional plateau. The Four of Cups often shows up when there's an air of stagnancy, a sense of emotional dissatisfaction or numbness that lingers under the surface. In your current relationship, it feels like the emotional climate is flat, perhaps even a little melancholic. One or both of you may be feeling like something is off but struggling to name exactly what that is. There could be a lack of communication or an emotional wall between you, causing feelings to sit in silence instead of being expressed. Offers of affection might be overlooked, or you may feel like no matter what you give, it isn't truly seen or reciprocated. This is a card that whispers of emotional disconnection. It's not explosive. It's quiet but heavy, the kind of stillness that feels loud in the background. You may be sitting with questions like, why do I feel unseen? Or why do I have to be the one trying so hard? And yet, the Four of Cups also holds a gift. It asks you to awaken, to look around, to ask yourself honestly what you need, not just from them but from yourself. Are you suppressing your true emotions to avoid conflict? Are you accepting crumbs because you're afraid of being alone? This situation is a call to re-engage with your heart. You deserve a relationship that feels nourishing, reciprocal, alive, not one that feels like waiting in silence. If you feel like you're offering your heart to someone who doesn't recognize its value, it might be time to hold it close again until the right hands reach for it. Possible outcome: Six of Cups reversed. This card reversed speaks of the past, and the way it continues to echo in the present. In the near future of this relationship, unresolved emotional patterns, childhood wounds, or old dynamics may start to surface. The Six of Cups reversed often signals that nostalgia is clouding your judgment, or that you're holding on to a version of this person or this relationship that no longer exists. There may be a temptation to return to old cycles or patterns because they feel familiar, even if they aren't healthy. You could find yourself reminiscing about better times, hoping things will go back to how they were. But this card is gently letting you know, the past is not a map for your future. It's possible that your partner will continue to approach this connection from a place of emotional immaturity, repeating the same behaviors that have left you feeling emotionally stuck. This card doesn't suggest a clear break, but it does show a loop, a repetition, a relationship dynamic that isn't moving forward the way your soul is craving. But you have the power to break this loop. The reverse Six of Cups is a mirror. It shows you what needs healing. It invites you to stop romanticizing someone's potential and start honoring your own. You are not here to heal your partner's inner child. You are here to love, be loved, and grow. This card invites you to lovingly release the fantasy of what could be and step into the clarity of what is. Because clarity is love, even when it hurts. Conclusion. This relationship is sitting on the edge of a cliff, one hand reaching for freedom, the other for intimacy. You, the vibrant soul guided by the Prince of Wands, are ready to love boldly, to show up, to dive in. But your partner, entangled in the reversed Fool's energy, is hesitant, uncertain, and possibly still figuring out who they are. Right now, your connection is marked by emotional silence and misaligned energy. The Four of Cups reveals that you both may be drifting emotionally, not out of cruelty but out of miscommunication and fatigue. You want more, but they may not be able to give it right now. And in the near future, the Six of Cups reversed shows us that without change, this relationship may cycle back into old patterns, memories instead of momentum, nostalgia instead of growth. The invitation here is this: be honest with yourself about what you truly want. Not what you hope they'll become, not what it once felt like, but what's here now, and whether it feeds your spirit or drains it. You are allowed to want more. You are allowed to pause and reflect. You are allowed to stop chasing someone who isn't ready to be caught. If this person chooses to grow, chooses to meet you in emotional maturity, chooses to come forward, then something real and beautiful could still bloom. But it must come from their choice, not your effort alone. Let this reading be your lantern. Let it illuminate what's true. You are not too much. You are just ready. Whether they are or not, that's their journey. Thank you for watching my video. I hope this message brought you the clarity you needed. If you enjoyed it, please support my channel. Good luck on your journey.